Good morning, dear students. So, in this session, we'll start with the types of prefabrication. So, this type of prefabrication, which is purely classified, depends upon the degree of precast construction. So, degree of precast in the sense how much amount of prefabrication is involved in the construction part. So, depends upon that, it has been classified as the following types. So, in that, first one is small prefabrication, medium prefabrication, large prefabrication, site prefabrication, plant prefabrication, open system of prefabrication, and then the closed system of prefabrication, and partial prefabrication, and at last the total prefabrication. So in this total 9 types of the prefabrication, the first three prefabrication, that is small, medium and large. So this one, it has been classified depends upon the degrees of precast. So how much amount of the prefabrication is involved in that construction part. So the name only indicates that the small prefabrication. So only the minor part of the prefabrication which is involved in that. So for example, the elements using in the construction, such as the bricks and concrete blocks and all, they are like the smaller unit of precast. So here they are going to use the already prepared building units, so which is manufactured in the construction site, and then it has been transferred, and it has been used in the construction site. So here the part of the prefabrication is very smaller. So this type of the prefabrication, we can call it as small prefabrication, where the degree of precast element is very low. And second one, that is medium prefabrication. So suppose you can take example, that is the roofing systems and horizontal members which are provided with the pre-stressed element, and those constructions are known as the medium prefabrication construction. So here the degree of precast will be moderate. I mean, the the few concepts, the few elements which are constructed with prefabrication, and other they are following with the same procedure as the conventional method. So in such cases, the degree of precast is moderate. So half of the things which is comes under with the prefabrication, and remaining will be with the conventional part itself. So here this is called it as what, the medium prefabrication. And here the degree of precast will be very low. And they have given the example also, the roofing systems and the horizontal members. So most of the structures are constructed with the monolithic part only, the monolithic structures only, the what we can call the conventional building, and only the roofing systems of that particular building which is constructed with the prefabrication system. So in these cases, those horizontal members such as purlins and rafters, so they have purely constructed, they manufactured by precasted system itself. So it is with the prefabrication system is moderate in these types of prefabrication. And the next part, that is the large prefabrication. So in this large prefabrication, so most of the major members such as columns, beams, slabs, walls, and all these all major structural components, they are constructed with this prefabricated system itself. So here the degree of precast element is very high. So here it has been classified depends upon how much amount of work has been involved in this with respect to the prefabrication system. And fourth one is the site prefabrication. So the name only indicates that site prefabrication and then plant prefabrication. So here site prefabrication in the sense, in construction site itself we are putting the that particular manufacturing factory there. So when the work is in a larger scale, so that time it is better to place the prefabrication factory in site itself, because the whatever the members we are supplying from the one side to the another one side, so that span or distance, it should be as much as minimum. So to achieve that particular transportation should be as a minimum distance, so it is better to place that construction manufacturing of those elements, I mean the that manufacturing site or manufacturing factory within the site itself. So in such cases we can call it as what? Site prefabrication. And here the condition to place the site prefabrication is like, so the cost of transportation as well as that placing a new manufacturing site, I mean the manufacturing plant. So by taking that total cost, or by doing the estimation, we need to decide whether the site prefabrication is good with respect to the cost, or the plant prefabrication is good with respect to the cost. So like that we can decide based upon the comparison between the site prefabrication and plant prefabrication. And in such cases the site prefabrication means what? Where the length of the members are lengthier, I mean the longer span members and all, it is difficult to transport from the manufacturing site to the construction site. So in that cases it is better to provide a site prefabrication itself, so that soon after manufacturing process we can lift up and we can place that one at the required location. And here in the site prefabrication, the transportation cost also we can be minimized. Only the thing is that we should get the sufficient storage places to manufacture those structural elements. Okay, and in prefabrication, in the sense, this is the name only indicates that already fixed a plant will be there where the structural members are going to be manufactured, and from that particular point to the required location the members has been transferred by using the transporting vehicles. Okay, so this is the main difference. If the prefabrication system which is there in the plant itself, I mean which is there in the a particular plant, it is called a plant prefabrication. And a prefabrication system which is there at the construction site itself, so that is the site prefabrication. Okay, and coming to the next part, that is open system prefabrication. So in this open system, before that one more point, that is in prefabrication which is done under permanent plant or factories. Okay, so certain factories are to be placed at a fixed point, there the structural members are going to be manufactured, and it is done under the covered roof, so that the effect of weather which does not affect the work. So here proper precautions has to be taken while manufacturing that. But in the site prefabrication we can't provide these all facilities, so the quality as well as the strength of the member which can be improved considerably. Okay, and the plant prefabrication which reduces the cost of prefabrication if the number of prefabricated needed is more. So if the number of structural elements are required in a more number, then it is better to place the plant prefabrication itself. Okay, and the next one, that is open system prefabrication. So in this open system prefabrication, the total prefabrication system, the space frames which are casted as a single unit and erected at the site. So and the wall fittings and the other fixings are done on site itself. So this type of the construction is known as the open system of prefabrication. So for example, a wall consisting of what? Doors as well as openings, such as doors as well as the windows. So here in the open system, in the sense what? So each and every member of that particular wall, that is the wall consisting of wall panel there, and then within that construction of a wall, and then doors as well as the windows. So here each and every member, if it is manufactured differently and they have transported separately to the construction site, so this is called what? Open system of prefabrication. Whereas closed system, in the sense, in the manufacturing site itself, that frame of the wall, and within that wall will be there, and then doors as well as windows. So each and everything has been fixed in the manufacturing site itself, and then that entire wall portion we are going to shift that one to the required location, and then we will fix there. So these types we will call it as what? Closed system of prefabrication. Whereas open, in the sense, each and every member separately we will send that one to the construction site, and there we will assemble that one at the required location. Okay, so what is the main difference by doing these things? So if we followed the closed system of prefabrication, then each and every member has been fixed in the manufacturing site itself, and then we will shift that one to the required location. So during at this stage, if something the stresses which will get applied at the joint points, so might be the cracks may get appear, so we need to take care of a lot while transporting that closed system of prefabrication. Okay, and in the open system of prefabrication, might be we are following the separate transportation systems for different doors and windows. So in such cases, we need to take care a lot during the transportation system, because we are placing the separate structural components, and then might be the transportation cost may get increases because we are transporting each and every members separately. Okay, and one more thing, that is partial prefabrication in the sense. So in this method of construction, the building elements such as mostly the horizontal elements which are required are precast and then the erected. Since the casting of horizontal elements such as roof and floor, which are often taken their time due to the erection of formwork, the completion of the building which is delayed, and hence this method is restored. Okay, and in the most of the building sites, so this method is the popular one. So usually in all the prefabrication system, the partial prefabrication system which is much better one. So in some industrial buildings where the elements have the longer spans, so they, in that case also we can use this partial prefabrication system. And using of the double T's and channels, so using the double T's, especially it will comes under in the construction of bridges and core slabs, etc., can be comes under this partial prefabrication. And so this method which is efficient when the elements are readily available in the market and when the building reached to the roof floor. Okay, so the delay caused due to the erection of the formwork, due to delay due to the removal of eliminated completely in this method of construction. Okay, and here this method is suitable for any type of the building which provided lifting and erection of the equipments are available. Okay, and in this, the next type of the prefabrication, that is the total prefabrication. So in this total prefabrication system, a very high speed can be achieved by using this method of construction, because each and every member of the building, you can take windows, doors, and then columns, beams, except foundation part, whatever the building units are there, structural components are there, so each and everything which is comes under in this prefabrication system. So everything it has been manufactured in the construction site, and then it will transfer to the required location at the construction site. Okay, so in this cases, what it happens, each and every member it will be manufactured, and the total cost as well as time we can be saved here, right? So they have preferred that word total. Okay, and this method can be employed for the frame type of the construction or for panel type of the construction. Either it can be done in on site or off site. So the choice of these two methods, which is depends upon the situation. When the factory produces elements are transported and erected site, we call it as off site prefabrication. So in this method, suppose if this method is to be adopted, then we have a very good transportation of the products to the site. So if the elements are cast near the building site and erected, the transportation of elements can be eliminated. So that is with respect to the on site and off site. So but we have considered the special availability for establish such facilities through its temporary part. Okay, so this is all belongs to the types of prefabrication system. Okay, so here the most of the common types of the prefabrication what we have seen already, that is small prefabrication. In some construction site, they have prepared that manufacturing of the building units itself, right? So bricks and concrete blocks, they have manufactured in the site itself. So that one we have seen, right? And this comes under what? That is a certain example what we will see, but it is difficult to analyze that is which type of prefabrication. So this is a one type of prefabrication, that is small prefabrication, which we have already seen.